Hi everyone, I thought I'd quickly record a little vlog of me cleaning my tack to go with the vlog that's going to come tomorrow. Tomorrow I am taking Dave to the Hill Farm dressage show, and it's only a little charity show. It's nothing huge or competitive and it's quite small classes, and we're going to do the intro B because I took him out probably almost over a year ago now, and I was really excited for it. I entered a prelim test. I've done the test loads of times before, and he was a complete idiot and he literally jumped out the arena, and I have no idea why. Probably something to do with the reason my legs aren't that strong, and so he thought he was show jumping. But apart from that, he was very good and he did get good marks on the bits that we did do. But yeah, I thought I'd chit chat whilst cleaning my PS of Sweden bridle, which is absolutely filthy. Normally I use the Amerigo soft clean and their oil because you don't need any water for it. You literally just pour it on a cloth and then it's so easy to use. I love it. But I took my bridle home, forgot the cleaning stuff at the yard because I leave it there. So today I will use my F-Axe, which is this stuff. But I'm first, of course, just going over it with water, getting rid of all the dirt, and I'm going to brush out the sheepskin on the noseband because I forgot to put it in the wash. That's my fault. Now, last time I rode Dave was on, was it Wednesday? I think it was Tuesday I rode him, and I ran through a bit of the dressage test that we're doing, but I couldn't do it all because we don't have letters in the arena, and if there are no letters I suck at visualising what I'm doing. So I think I did the entire thing backwards. Did the right test but rode it like A was C and C was A, so that was really stupid on my behalf, but I'm really bad at visualising things that aren't like there, like the letters. But I've ridden this test quite a lot before on previous horses throughout the years, and so I hope it'll be okay. And Dave was very good, so I can't fault him then. He does have a little bit of a new habit of, like, if I'm cantering him, he will just out of nowhere start bronking, and he doesn't put his head down. He doesn't like switch, or you can feel when they're about to do something stupid. So you could literally brace yourself. My name's a blog. But yeah, so you can get ready and prepared for it and sit back. He just will be cantering beautifully, and then all of a sudden he will just be flying across the entire arena, pulling me with him. And luckily he doesn't put his head down. He kind of just jumps with his front legs, and it's not that hard to sit to. It's because he doesn't spin. He's not like one of those horses that drops his shoulders to get you off. So I think it's mostly a mixture between him being unbalanced, because he tends to do it around corners and catch me off guard. So I think it's because I'm working, like, if I ask a bit more from his canter to be a bit more engaged and collected, he gets pissy with me and he broncs. But he's done it a couple of times now. The last few times I've ridden him, he's done it every single time. So we'll have to work on that one. I don't like horses that bronc, especially with a back like mine. Now I was thinking I wanted to vlog, properly vlog, talk to the camera tomorrow and show you what I do at shows and stuff. And I was thinking, do I show you what my morning routine before a show is? But it could either be really boring or really disturbing, because I'm comatose in the morning when I wake up. I'm in so much pain that I'm literally like a zombie till I wait for my drugs to kick in. So I don't know if I'll even be able to get myself to get the camera out and do something with it if I'm in that state. But we'll have to wait and see how I feel tomorrow morning. And on Tuesday when I rode him, I felt like I've not been great the last few weeks. My back's been pretty bad and it's getting worse, which is not good. But that's another story, another vlog. I literally went to get a grooming brush, turned around, and when I say turn around, I literally mean I swiveled on my feet on the spot, and I did something seriously bad to my back. I don't know what happened. It's I pulled a muscle, but it was in the bone. It really, really hurt, and I literally couldn't move. And luckily Dave's really well behaved, so I leaned on him for a bit. And then the issue is it takes a lot of effort for me to get to the yard. Just getting out of bed and getting dressed before going is exhausting for me. So I was there already. I thought, I'm not going home. I could not be bothered to drive all the way home when I just got there. So I stupidly carried on with what I'm doing and I rode him. And that probably wasn't the best idea with the state I was in. but I'm stubborn and I really, really wanted to ride him, and I felt really unprepared for the show tomorrow. So I wanted to get on with it. And he let me get on him. It was interesting trying to get my foot in the stirrup because I had no mobility whatsoever. And I use a jumping saddle, so everything's quite high up. And the mountain block is quite tiny, which I don't enjoy. I need to find a better one for that. And he's 17 hands, so he's not easy to get onto. But I managed, and we ran through it. Ran through the dressage bits that I wanted to do. And I think I got off, and I literally was just like, shit, I should not have done this. I was really, really bad. And luckily I just kind of held it together till I had him untacked. And I carefully put my stuff away, trying not to make anything worse. And then I got in the car and I was messaging with my mum, and I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to drive home. I was like, what if I start driving, find my legs go like insane and I can't press something, or reactions are slow, I don't know. I just wasn't sure about doing it. But it would take my parents like 15 minutes to come and pick me up in the first place, and they had to bring two of them because they needed to drive my car back whilst the other person drives me back. So I decided just to drive back, and I just about coped. But I got home and my mum had to help me up the stairs. I was literally a mess. Like, my back's bad all the time anyway, but this was different. It was a different kind of pain. It was like every single breath was like pulling at my back. And so once I got upstairs, my mum had to help me get out of my breeches and into my pyjamas and into bed. And I haven't had to have proper help doing all of that since my last scoliosis surgery about 5 years ago. So that was fun. But luckily my mum's really amazing. She helps me with everything, and we're pretty close, so it's not the end of the world. Like, having her like help me get undressed or whatever, it's just not that bad. Kind of over it. I've had much worse done to me in hospital, so I'm not bothered at all by it. This sheepskin is disgusting. Oh my god. There's Dave hair all over my desk. It's probably not the best idea to do it here. Yeah, so I got in after my mum helped me undress, and I got into bed. I like took so many painkillers, and it takes like a lot to push me to take any more painkillers because it messes, like it makes you feel really nauseous and your stomach hurts, and it's just more risk with stomach ulcers, and I've already probably got one, so I get quite like funny about taking anything else more than I need to. But in this situation, I was literally like, yeah, give me drugs, like give them all to me. So I took a load of extra drugs, and they did not help. Like, it was just one of those things that nothing would have helped. So I just kind of laid there, hope for the best. I didn't eat any dinner because I couldn't sit up to eat, even in bed, which is, I eat in bed anyway. So I'm pretty used to that, but I just could not do it. So I didn't eat much, and I was just in so much pain. My mum comes up to sit with me to watch TV with me in my bedroom in the evenings to keep me company, because I spend a lot of time on my own otherwise. And at that point she was literally having to manually turn me like every time I needed to turn over, because I get like pressure sores on my hips if I stay on one side for too long. And it was just so agonising. Just, I could not physically turn, like my legs were just numb and I could not do it. So I don't know if anyone knows what it's like to be manually turned, which you probably don't. But in hospital, when you have your scoliosis surgeries, what they do is, you put your like hands on your chest like this, and you tuck your knees up, and a nurse will put their hands under you like this from the other side and roll you onto your one side. And when you're on that side, the other nurse, it takes two people, it takes an army, they'll shove a plastic wrap underneath you, and what they do, they go around one side and pull it, and it literally just spins you onto the other side. It's just the most insane thing. And when I was in hospital, I had to have that done like every 15 minutes because you can't sit on one side for that long after you've had surgery. But that's literally what my mum had to do, minus the plastic wrap, which was, I'm an expert at that stop, drop and roll of turning in bed. So yeah, so my mum was manually turning me, literally helping me turn as much as possible. And my right leg was taking the brunt of it, and it was going down my right hip as well from my lower back. And it was just, I've got kind of knee problems anyway, which we're not sure what they're from. Like, it could either be because I walk lopsided, it's just taking the weight in the wrong knee and it's making it hurt a lot. And it feels like when I stand up, it will literally bend backwards and snap in half. It's the most horrible thing, but we don't know why. I was getting even more pain down my right leg, down to my foot, but it was also really numb. It's really hard to explain what it's like to have like really numb legs that also really hurt. I know it's such a strange concept, but that's just how it is. And so I thought, you know what, I'll just see how I am the next day, because I didn't actually think I was going to go to this competition, which is tomorrow, because I was just in such a state. It was really bad. So the next day I woke up, and what I do in the mornings is I go downstairs, lie on the sofa, take my painkillers for the morning, and I wait for them to kick in. Then I eat breakfast, and then I go back upstairs to bed for the day. And then I have a nap as well, because I can't stay awake when I'm on those drugs. I also have this cough that I've had for like 6 months, and I think it's to do with my lungs, because my rib cage is like really restricted. That's why I cough a lot. And then, so I got to the next day, and I got up to go downstairs, do my drugs and all that, and I was just a mess. It took me a good 10 minutes to get down the stairs, and I really shed climbing or going down the stairs anyway. It's just not a fun experience for me, so I try and avoid it, but it was bad this time. Like, I almost had to bum shuffle down. Yeah, so once all that was done, I went back up to bed after my drugs kicked in. I just literally could not move the rest of the day. I was in so much pain. And it was worse than the day before. So at this point, I really didn't think I was going to make it to the show, and I was really upset because, like, it's the most random thing to happen. I turned in a freaking circle and my entire body just melted down on me. It was just not having it. And this is why I stay in bed, because if I like move at all, there's just such a risk that something else will just damage itself. I don't even like, I'm just, my body is not made to exist. It's just ridiculous. Like, I'm 21 years old, literally just turned 21, and my body like can't take turning in a circle. I don't know whether it's really funny or really sad. And now I'm going to take a clean cloth and use my F-Ax over the entire thing. So I really didn't think I was going to go to this show, which is devastating, but you know what, my dad said that he'd help me with everything, like tacking up and any heavy lifting he does anyway, but he said he'd get more involved, like just, he helps anyway, but just do the bits that I normally do, like travel boots, putting his bridle on, just little things like that. And actually I'm a little bit better today in terms of what that pull I did to my bag. My normal pain's still always there anyway, but that's different. If you're wondering what this thing is, it's a water cooler, because as I said before, I literally don't leave my room, and my family were having to run up and down the stairs with glasses of water every time I ran out and needed to take drugs or anything, and it was a real pain in the ass for all of us, because I felt bad making them come up and down the stairs multiple times a day, and I couldn't take my drugs if I ran out of water at night. That was it. I had no water because I can't get down the stairs most of the time. So we bought a little water cooler, and it's like one of those ones you see in offices and things like that, and like it's just, and with the paper cups, that type of one. And it's actually been like the best investment ever. It's really like, it's quiet, it doesn't make a noise, cools out, keeps the water fresh and cool because it has a filter in it. So everything stays clean. And also my rabbit's up here, and we don't have drinking water up here. It's like salty, it's weird. So to fill up my rabbit's bowl, it's also easier. So he gets fresh, of course my rabbit gets fresh filtered water, only the best for my bibbles. You know what, I'm gonna probably write a blog about the random crap I have in my space, like my room, that help me with like everyday life that's like completely random. I'll talk about the stuff that I use in my bathroom so I can get into my shower and things like that. But let me know if you're interested in something like that, because I usually write a load of reviews or health stuff, but I thought that'd be quite interesting. A little bit more about how I live. I'll actually leave a link to my PS of Sweden review, bridal review, in the description of this below. and it might interest you. It was my first ever product review, was this bridle, and I'd had it for about a year before I wrote about it. I absolutely love it. Like, seriously, everyone needs to go out and buy one. They're so good. And I've got the sheepskin noseband because I have to have fluff, and I'm always worried that Dave's not comfortable, so the more fluff the merrier. I'm actually currently writing a review on a seat saver from the Comfy Horse Company, and that's also made out of lambskin, I think, and it's so soft, it's unreal. But yeah, everyone check them out. They sell some really, really cool products, and they provide everything for my most of my reviews anyway, and they're just awesome. They're really nice people. Definitely worth buying from them. And they have a sale on as well, I think. So grab it while it's all cheap. And I recommend the carrots from there. Go buy some carrots, they're amazing. So I've just finished cleaning my bridle, which means I'm all ready for tomorrow. Just got to get my show stuff out, and all the cleaning is done. It means I can go to bed and relax now. So thank you for watching my really unnecessary rant, but I thought it would be a bit fun to upload a little before the show vlog from the night before. So thank you for watching and have a good night. Bye!